Their friendship blossomed, and on the 4th of February 1978, they were joined together in holy matrimony at the University of Science and Technology Catholic Church amidst great fanfare and joy for all concerned. Married life and starting a family saw them settling in the pride of brief elections.
How could you leave us at such a time, just 4 days away from his inauguration, which we all earnestly look forward to? We had a lot of unfinished business. I'm glad Kofi yielded to your call to visit on that Friday, and the fact that I spoke with you twice that day, at exactly 9:26 and 3:09, say about an hour before we passed. I keep looking at my phone's call history, waiting for your early morning calls around 7 a.m. with the usual, my darling Ajo, as you often refer to me, checking up on us, gisting me on some small concern and jokes, or prompting me to tune into TV3 to watch our favorite politicians on screen. Daddy, we had a wonderful time growing up right from Kumasi Padas West States, where Mefa and I were born, then to Tema 26 in the early 80s, and later with Kofi Seto joining us in 1984. One big deal about growing up was the 45-minute, 35-kilometer drive we took every morning to Christ the King International School, Cantonment, Accra, because your office was conveniently located at Ringwood Central, LP Ghana Limited, and Mummies at the SEPS Headquarters Ministries. As kids, we enjoyed watching the sea, lagoons, and mangroves along the Accra-Tema Beach Road, right from Sakmono through the Teshila. We had a lot to talk and write about in school. We were probably the only ones, or one of the few sets of kids living in Tema, making such long trips to school, together with a couple of Korean kids living in Comte 10 who attended GIS. This was an onerous task you and Mommy for over 15 solid years did, till we left for boarding school. God bless and keep you. You wanted the best for us. That you traveled a lot with us to Cape Coast, Nikebala and Mohoe, admiring nature along those two entirely different landscapes, the coastline and mountains as we drove. I remember how you once pulled the fast one, telling us that when we got to the Adomi Bridge at Senche, the car was going to go over the metal arc of the suspension bridge to make it to the other side. Hey, as toddlers, how we were scared to the bone. You took us on official trips to Masita Pradilomena Regional. You were very serious and diligent with your work, and never able to finish the leave of days given to you, which we were very unhappy about. You were a dedicated family man, having time for all, especially the extended family, that you ensured we spent holidays with our dear Auntie Gladys, Bule, and cousins in 1987-88, Christmas and long vacations. You wanted us to experience life in the village, among those beautiful mountains, and pick up the Sekele language. You were very humorous and taught us interesting words and phrases in Sekele, such as Fasianfo, literally meaning, you sit down here, an indication of trouble or danger looming. And Kefiebi change, meaning praying mantis. Sikribi, meaning chin. You told many interesting stories of your childhood in Hogway, Tech, Masi, and of course at Motor School and Lugan House. I would need to write a whole book about Motown. Dear Daddy, you were very prayerful, and I appreciate your silent prayers during the 7 years I waited on God for children. Your encouragement and steadfastness was amazing. You were delighted and thankful to God when the triplets arrived. No wonder you named Nana Okore John after you, your namesake, who has traits of your childhood. Thank you, Daddy, for everything. God bless you.
Thank you for those attributes. Your humility knew no bounds. I remember one warm weekday morning, somewhere in the 90s, you asked me to accompany you to buy some goods from Tulaku. When we got there, we got down from the car to negotiate with the seller. You were well dressed in an all-white shirt, trousers, and as usual, your perfume was on point. Yet, you put your arms around the guy, walked for about a minute, and sealed the deal. That for me was a defining moment in my life. Without telling me to be humble, you showed it right in front of me. Thank you. Your Sanyo player when I was growing up had Elton John, classical music, Kenny G's, always playing through the speakers. Our favorite Elton John song, Daniel, always played in my head whenever I remember our times. Even though you dislike last minute things, even though you like last minute things, you did them so well. So sometimes I ask you, why do you like doing things last minute? And you always said, well, if I do it early, what will I use the rest of the time to do? And fortunately, I've taken those attributes. You departed 3 days before I was sworn into Parliament and as an MP. But I know you waited for me to win the elections before departing. Thank you so much for the consistent prayers and protection. On the 3rd of January, when you called several times to ask if indeed I was coming to visit you, I never thought that would be the last face-to-face conversations. Our 30 minutes talk was a bit unusual, but insightful. Your advice about politics, farming, business, and family was very deep. I was called 20 minutes after I left your house that you had collapsed and not being responsible. Your favorite saying was, all die with closing eye. As you close your eyes today, I just want to let you know that I miss you and I love you. My love to mommy, we miss you both. Mr. B, Uncle Anat, Anato, Daddy, Fokujo, Bocha, Kumike Kuro, Edemere, Niado. Thank you.
That was a tribute from the children, Della, Arifa, and John. If you are just joining us, we welcome you. We are gradually drawing down the curtain of the pre-burial program. If you are just joining us and would like to file pass and pay your last respect, you may do so. We've come to where we will listen to the life story of the late John William Kujokamato Dumelo. And I humbly invite Horace Van Laer to help us with the reading of the Bible.
Nice one. You're good with that. Can I break my back? Hold on, I'll see you for that.
Hello, space.
Hello, make a space come here. Make a space come inside small. Make everybody get something.
19. Space.
Space.
Charlie, Cop 19.
Please permit me to acknowledge this morning Mr. Ibrahim Muhammad. We also have Honorable Free Honorable Honorable David,
Space.
Thank you.